Now at 4, new details about a Kentucky State Police trooper killed in a crash, how he's being remembered.
It's another cooler than normal temperature day across central and eastern Kentucky. Up next, I'll show you why that may be a sign of things to come.
Coach Mark Stoops and the Wildcats showing their excitement about the upcoming season. We'll take you to UK Media Day at Commonwealth Stadium.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
First at 4, we're tracking 2 breaking news alerts, one in Lexington, but we begin in Frankfort. Police tell us they were called to an apartment on Deepwood Drive about 1:15 this afternoon. When they got there, they found a man dead. Garrett Weimer is live in Frankfort with the breaking details. Garrett?
Police aren't releasing a whole lot of information at this point. They say the investigation is still in its very early stages, but here's what we do know. Frankfort police have been out at this apartment for a couple hours now, ever since they first got that call from a concerned neighbor at around 1:15. Major Rob Warfel says at this time they're calling it a death investigation, although he says they're treating it as a homicide. I'm told the man is in his 60s and they aren't identifying him yet until his family is notified. As you can see, the coroner is still on scene here, as are police. Major Warfel says they're in the process of getting a search warrant right now. Again, the investigation in its very early stages, but we'll continue to track this story and bring you details as we get them. Live in Frankfort, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Thank you, Garrett. We're also following breaking news involving the stalled Centerpoint development. Within the past 30 minutes, we've learned there's a potential deal to get the project in downtown Lexington back on track. This is a live look at Centerpoint, which hasn't seen any real action for months. Behind the scenes, city leaders, frustrated over delays, gave developer Dudley Webb 90 days to work out a deal with a third party. While no specifics are known, the city's attorney said the developers have reached an agreement in principle with a third party to develop the project. Details will not be released until next week. Well, after a couple of rainy days, we are finally getting a nice end to the week. It feels a little like fall. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. What a great Friday.
Yeah, it really is. Only problem, those stubborn clouds are still out there in the parts of central and eastern Kentucky. And Jennifer, that acting to keep those temperatures way below normal again. Second day in a row for a lot of us, with highs only in the 70s. Little look outside over top of Hamburg Pavilion. More clouds than sun, though the sun trying to make an appearance, especially on the west side of town. Temperatures mid and upper 70s. Winds are coming at us from the northwest right now at around 5 miles per hour. That northwesterly wind keeping a lot of low-level moisture around. The warmer you are, well, the farther north you are. Temperatures into Covington right now at 83 degrees, yet it's 73. Into downtown Richmond, 72, Danville and Somerset, where you have more in the way of clouds. Those clouds, again, keeping temperatures down into the low and mid 70s. Almost full sunshine into far northern Kentucky as of right now. Defenders still tracking spotty showers into parts of southeastern Kentucky, but as we roll forward, got a little warm up for the weekend. A more typical early August weekend out there. Still can't find anything hot, though. Here comes another cold front early next week, and Jennifer, that's going to be followed by a blast of September that I will talk more about when I come back in 15 minutes.
Thank you, Chris. A Kentucky State Police trooper is being remembered. Sergeant David Gibbs of Campbellsville was killed in a crash this morning on Kentucky Highway 210 in LaRue County near the Greene County line. The 42-year-old Campbellsville native was driving his cruiser, but state police aren't saying yet if he was on duty at the time. They say Gibbs lost control in a curve and hit another car head-on. It was raining at the time.
Trooper Gibbs was very funny, very organized, always represented the Kentucky State Police in the uniform well. He took his job very seriously, but he had a great sense of humor. He loved the people he worked around, he loved the communities that he served, and it will be a great loss.
That road is expected to be closed all day. We'll have more on Sergeant Gibbs on WKYT News at 5. 4 weeks from tomorrow, the Kentucky Wildcats kick off a new season at Commonwealth Stadium. Today, Coach Mark Stoops and the team took part in the annual Media Day. Rob Bromley was there and has our Big Blue coverage. Rob?
Well, Jennifer, the Wildcats were a better football team last year under Mark Stoops, and now he's looking for his team to take the next step and show more improvement in year 3. Media Day in the Wildcat Den at Commonwealth Stadium, and it was packed with reporters and cameras. Stoops has grown tired of all the talking, and he's anxious to get down to work.
You guys are tired of hearing me talk all summer. I am too. I am too. I've had enough. We're ready to go. Like I said, it was good to stop seeing all your faces and see my team this morning. So I can promise you that. Last night's meeting was good. Like I said, our players were all back. You know, just excited.
You know, we're putting a lot of hard work this offseason, and you know, we push each other every single day. And you know, just like I was saying, with depth and stuff like that, we're gonna be a lot better this year.
Now, Stoops believes that he has recruited well players with good bodies, good length, good size. He will talk more about that, Jennifer, coming up at 5 o'clock.
Thank you, Rob. And UK fans have a chance to meet the team tomorrow at Fan Day. It starts at 9 in the morning at the Nutter Field House with autograph signings, and then there will be an open practice at 10:45 at the Tim Couch practice fields. Our reporters are working on a number of other stories for WKYT starting at 4:30. Amber Philpott joins us from the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Good afternoon, Amber.
Hello, Jennifer. This afternoon, a Scott County hit-and-run suspect appeared in court. Odilon Paz Salvador is charged with murder. Georgetown police say he was drunk when he crashed his truck into 57-year-old Mark Hinkle back in May. Hinkle, who was a Lexington lawyer, was nearly finished with an annual cycling event when he was hit and killed. Paz Salvador was arraigned this afternoon on charges of murder, wanton endangerment, and fleeing and evading. We'll take you to the courtroom on WKYT News at 5. An ambulance driver is answering to charges in the death of a teenager today. Police say 25-year-old Kevin French ran his ambulance off the road last year and hit 3 children on bicycles on US 25 in Knox County. 14-year-old Samson Callender died. A grand jury indicted French on manslaughter, assault, and speeding charges last month. Callender's family is also involved in a lawsuit against Knox County EMS. We'll have more on WKYT News at 5:30. And a home health care nurse is accused of stealing thousands of dollars from an elderly patient. Lexington police charged Mackenzie Meter with exploitation of an adult. Her arrest citation says the victim and her family entrusted Meter to pay the victim's bills. Instead, police say Meter wrote 4 checks to herself totaling more than $11,000. We'll have more on this case on WKYT News at 6. That is a look at some of the news in progress. Jennifer, back to you.
Thank you, Amber. Now to a story making headlines across the nation at 4. The first debate of the 2016 election season is in the books. 24 million viewers watched the Republican presidential debate, according to Nielsen, making it the highest-rated primary debate ever. Polo Sandoval has more.
Raise your hand now.
With the raise of the hand, Donald Trump immediately stole the show in the first Republican presidential debate on Fox News. The billionaire was the only candidate who refused to rule out a third-party run if he falls short of winning the GOP's nomination.
I cannot say I have to respect the person that if it's not me.
The move further separates him from the establishment Republicans, many of whom believe his candidacy is more about himself rather than the party. Trump also had this tense exchange with moderator Megyn Kelly.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell. And honestly, Megyn, if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I've been very nice to you, although I could probably maybe not be based on the way you have treated me, but I wouldn't do that.
Trump is offering no apologies for his comments. He took issue with Kelly's question while on MSNBC this morning.
I'm very surprised at Fox News that they would do that because, you know, I would say it's pretty unprofessional.
With the dust settling, some voters in Iowa are taking issue with Trump's comments.
There needs to be the confidence that he has, but not the arrogance.
Before tonight, I would have voted for any one of those people for president if they got the nominee. Now, after tonight, I could say I'd vote for 9 of them.
As for other candidates, some pundits praised the debate performances of Florida Senator Marco Rubio and former Ohio Governor John Kasich. I'm Polo Sandoval reporting.
Another name to watch is Carly Fiorina, the former Hewlett-Packard CEO, had a strong performance in the earlier second-tier debate. That included the candidates who didn't make the top 10 for the main event. More millennials are leasing cars now than buying them. Find out why experts say technology is a big factor. And more people are cutting the cord on expensive cable packages. How new technology is leading to a sell-off of stocks for big media companies. Next on WKYT News at 4.